Parents, good afternoon. Your children might have just graduated. Congratulations. And some of them maybe are graduating next year. Whatever the case, I just want to talk to you briefly about the state of education today. You see, when you look at the Bible as an example, we see that Jesus had disciples, and his disciples learned from him on how to live, and he taught them many things. That model of education was very common. Even, we've seen it in different aspects of society. Plato had Socrates, Aristotle had Plato, and on and on. The point I'm trying to make is that the modern education system we use today is actually pretty recent, and it started around 1800. But during this time, people were building industries, and they needed everybody to be standardized to meet the needs of the Industrial Revolution. Well, the problem is that time has changed. When did it change? It started changing in 1998 when Google came out. We moved more into an information age, and probably before that, but let's just use Google as a turning point. But parents, that has even changed even more as of 2023. In 2023, people started using AI tools more and more. The education system that trained me when I was growing up is no longer capable of training the children of today. That era has changed. You can be the best in your set, graduate top of the class from your university, and not be able to get a job anymore. Why? Because schools are not training people for the AI revolution. But the AI revolution is moving nonetheless. So you need to ask, is my child AI competent? Is my child AI literate? If your child is not AI competent or AI literate, I am sorry to tell you, just knowing facts and being able to pass exam is not enough anymore. As a matter of fact, most of the people who are leading the world today, they don't care that people know facts. That's the least of their worries. What they care about is, do you know how to build things? Have you built anything? Let me give you an example. Somebody writes, in my village, we're having water problems. So I used AI to research how to create clean drinking water, and I shared it with the world. With my village, and now, of course, I'm sharing it with the world. And now people in my village have clean drinking water. Now we're talking. But if somebody comes and says, I got an A1 in chemistry in WAEC, so what? Can you do anything with the chemistry? And I'm saying this again with all humility, but seriously, the times are changing so fast, parents. They are changing fast. Like even in America, there are many schools that have abandoned the idea of traditional education completely. The Secretary of Education in America just went to one of those schools in Austin. When your head of education in your country goes to a school and says, well done, you are not doing the things that other schools are doing anymore, that's a signal. That's a sign. Let me give you one more example. When I took WAEC, there was a time limit for how long you had to finish the math problems. And the people who finished the problems fast and knew how to do it well, they will end up with A1, right? Potentially. But here's the thing. AI makes it so that the timed test model is useless. It's completely useless. What do I mean? AI answers questions like that. So all the managers in all the offices, they're not sitting there wondering, can you tell me what the capital of Nigeria is? Or can you tell me how to solve this problem? Because I don't know how to do it. So can you do it for me fast? They all have AI. The whole internet, think of this like all the knowledge on the internet. The whole internet was put inside AI last year. So what that means is that AI systems have the whole internet available to them to produce knowledge tools to you at the speed that you want. Parents, this is crazy. It's actually never happened before. What does this mean? For gap year students, they should use this time to maximize their AI ability. Two things will happen. Number one, they will have the skills to flourish in any jobs they go into. Number two, they can start earning money now for the skills they've learned. I repeat, in 3 to 6 months from this minute I'm speaking, your children can start earning money enough to pay for some of their university education. And this is because parents, this is the new currency. I know we're not used to 17-year-olds earning $1,000 a month or 80 or 5,000 a month. I know it's not common, but parents, the times have changed. because now they can build tools with AI. They can build websites with AI and fine-tune them with AI skills. They can build agentic AI systems. They can do things with data analytics. They can do cybersecurity. Do you know there's 16-year-olds in America, once they get their cybersecurity certification, they start earning like $50,000 a year. Yes, it's completely legal. Why? See, because the AI systems that are being built, they need somebody to now do cybersecurity for some of those systems. Who are the people who are going to do cybersecurity? We need way more people to enter that field right now because there's a huge demand. So this is not a call to say people don't go to university. No, this is a call to say, even if you are going to university, make sure you know AI very well, because otherwise there are people that are getting university degrees now, they're not getting jobs anymore because AI can do their jobs. As a matter of fact, in America, there are people building AI systems that are planning to have 50 to 60 to 70% of the jobs removed and replaced by AI. That's happening right now. Now. So what does that mean for education? That means that people need to be lifelong learners. They need to keep sharpening their critical thinking skills. They need to keep sharpening their math and physics skills. This will all be covered in our gap year. Our gap year, by God's grace, is going to be the world's best gap program ever made. Why? Because we are providing your children with all university access courses they can watch online, and mentors and teachers and textbooks and materials and the AI tools they need to flourish. That's what they are getting. They are getting the best preparation for the AI age that anybody in the world can get. Let me know if you have any questions. We'll share more things later, but this is an introduction to the gap year, preparing AI-ready citizens to transform the world. Ultimately, of course, it's not about the money, but the money can help them, their families, and their communities. Let's build businesses all across Africa and help people to lift out of poverty through free market enterprise and business competence. And that starts with spending this gap year productively, as there's a revolution happening at the same time. The old methods are gone. They are not going to help children to progress as they should. Microsoft has released, they just fired 10,000 employees because the AI can program at that level. They don't need the people programming for those tasks, right? That's one of the reasons. There's another theory of that. But Salesforce has released 4,000 people. This is happening more and more. So if the companies in America are saying we don't need these people to work, what do you think will happen to international students that want to come here? What jobs are you going to get? Do you see the problem we have? So the solution, part of the solution is we all have to put our minds together. Africa has to unite and build solid infrastructure that will make America want to come to Africa to be educated. That's the paradigm of our gap year. That's the long-term vision, by God's grace, that we build educational institutions in Africa that make people from all across the world to go to Africa to get their education because of what they are seeing. And what is the key? One key thing Africa has: community. We need community, and that's what the gap year program provides: a place of community and learning and collaboration. Collaboration is the key for the AI revolution. Collaboration. There's no reason to worry about hiding our ideas from one another. No, we need to collaborate. Why? Because then we can grow things faster to help more people, ultimately, for the glory of God. So I just want to share my thoughts on all of this and gap year and why we need a gap year. Take care, and email me, amosthemathguy@gmail.com, if you have any questions. amosthemathguy@gmail.com. I will share this video. Feel free to share this video with other parents, but we need to unite all students that are done with secondary school and start giving them tools to sharpen their computer skills, their math skills, their physics skills, because that's what will be key in this era that you're in. Take care, and God bless.